What up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. This is why I'm single. So there I was about a month or so ago, just minding my own business, and I noticed I got a new follower on TikTok, which happened to be a female. So of course, as I do with all new followers, I checked their profile. First thing I thought to myself was, hmm, she's cute. But what really got my attention was the fact that she's a fellow poet. Once I noticed that, I was like, oh, hells yeah, I'm definitely following her back. A day or two went by, and she DM'd me about one of my videos in which I expressed my exorbitant misanthropy. She asked me why I dislike humans as much as I do. I answered, which I guess then opened the floodgates for continuous conversation. We were actually conversing on a daily basis, just simply talking, just conversing, getting to know each other. But remember, I was minding my own motherfucking business. But anyway, we found ourselves speaking every day. During one of our convos, I said to her, "Oh yeah, you should check out my Facebook and add me, because you can see more of my stuff on there." And she responded, "Okay, I will." Now, real quick side note: as we know, there are three main social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Now, for Gen Xers like me, Facebook was the final frontier, so to speak. We started MySpace and Facebook, and everything after that was made for millennials and Gen Zers. Um, but for us Gen Xers, which by the way, she also is, Facebook is our most personal platform. It's the most symbolic of who we really are and most divulging of our truest self. Hey, you got Facebook? Yeah, cool. I'll add you. Facebook is where I post the most about myself, as do most Gen Xers. I'll explain the importance of that side note soon enough. Now, okay, so now we continue our conversation streak, during which her true nature eventually came out. She says that her original intentions weren't to hit on me, but she couldn't help it. Hey, I was flattered. I just rolled with it. At which point she then decides to voluntarily send me an unsolicited nude pic. I was like, whoa, okay. Hey, I just continued rolling it. Remember, I was minding my own motherfucking business. So whatever. Next day came, we spoke, and again I suggested that she add me to her Facebook so she could see one of my posts, which tied into that which we were talking about, and which also couldn't be found on any other of my other platforms. And at that point, I stopped and I thought to myself, that's the second time that I mentioned Facebook, but she still hasn't added me, even though she said she would. Now, of course, I could have taken initiative of finding her Facebook and friend requesting her, but one, I wasn't trying to be intrusive. And two, I wanted to give her a chance to do what she said she was going to do, which was to add me. So at this point, sirens are going off in my head, red flags everywhere. So I brought it up to her. She then proceeds to explain how she's very careful with whom she gives her Facebook to because she's had issues with stalkers. Now, by this point, she had already told me the state that she lives in, out in the West Coast, and that is as specific as I'll be. So I was like, okay, so you won't add me to your Facebook due to your fear of me stalking you, but yet, although not knowing me from a can of paint, you decide to send me a nude pic without me even asking for one. Yeah, I, who once again was minding my own motherfucking business, is gonna drop everything that I have here in PA, travel 3,000 miles just to wander about the streets of your state and yell your name until either you come out or I get arrested. Then I told her what I really thought the deal was. I told her that my spidey senses detect that the real reason she refuses to add me to her Facebook is because there's someone on her Facebook by whom she doesn't want to be seen associating with me. I then proceeded to tell her that I always go with my gut because it never lies, and that I didn't feel she was being transparent and kind of deceitful, and that I thought it would be best for us to just keep shit moving. She agreed. Now remember, y'all, I was minding my own motherfucking business. Now get ready for the punchlines. After about a week or so of no longer being pen pals, I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna look for her Facebook page and see what the big mystery was. So I did. It wasn't too hard to find either. It was then when I realized what the fuck was really what. Two things, actually. One, the first thing being that nowhere on her profile was her location divulged, which I would have definitely needed to fulfill my duties as a stalker that she supposedly is so terrified of ending up being. Therefore, immediately refuting that bullshit excuse. But what really fucked me up is that we share 17 mutual friends. 17 poetic mutual friends. Now, why wouldn't you add this fellow poet to your Facebook, especially one with whom you share 17 mutual poetic friends? I'll wait. But no, not really. It reminds me of a similar situation I experienced several months back. Another fellow female poet reached out to me and to eventually shoot her shot at me. I guess I didn't respond the way she wanted me to. So 2 weeks later, after no longer talking, I see her Facebook post which says, "In a relationship with such and such." See, that's why I don't even try anymore, yo. Word up. Which is such a crying shame. But anyway, fellas, watch out for these chicks, man. These women that lie, hide, connive, and contrive just to then end up playing victim. All the while fucking shit up for the good women out there. Peace.